And good morning, everyone. The snow is already flying here around the Pikes Peak region this morning. Roadways have already been overcome in Teller County. As you can see in the camera shot here, not here in Monument just yet, as most of the snow has been sticking to the cooler surfaces. And so far, the wind hasn't been too bad. So the storm is beginning to cross the mountains right now. The water vapor imagery shows the circulation. And where you see the bright colors, that's where we have the high, cold cloud tops. And that tells us where the lift is the deepest. The purple dot, by the way, represents Monument. So we're kind of sitting right underneath the center of circulation. And it's there and just to the north and west that we're going to see the heaviest precipitation with this storm. It will move to the east pretty quickly, and as it does so, it's going to intensify. That's when the strong wind is going to develop. And the quick movement is what will be the limiting factor for the amount of snowfall that we get with this particular system. You notice the last 4 hours, though, precipitation is expanding very quickly around the Pikes Peak region. There's a bit of a spin evidence at the tail end of this loop of images. And this is sort of phase one of the storm, which, again, so far hasn't been real windy, but all the computer models show as the center of circulation begins to pull into eastern Colorado, the wind gusts on its backside will get strong. And where you see the pink, the bright pink on the map, that's where wind gusts could be ranging from 30 to 50 miles an hour this afternoon. Well, that combined with the snow is going to cause blowing and drifting snow with periodic whiteout conditions anywhere it can accumulate. The worst of this is going to be mainly over the open areas on the Palmer Divide, and that's why the National Weather Service has issued the blizzard warning, which is in effect until midnight. And you can see that that includes northern El Paso County into northeastern Colorado, where the orange shading is on the map. There's a winter storm warning in effect for Teller County, where actually the accumulations of snow may be a little bit heavier, but it won't be quite as windy, and so you probably won't have as much of that blowing and drifting. The computer models show the heaviest snow in the blue, deep blue shaded areas, and at noon, we're kind of sitting right underneath that here on the Palmer Divide and into Teller County, whereas in lower elevations in El Paso County, we'll have kind of a mixture of rain and snow. Wherever the precipitation can be heaviest, say below 6,000 feet, it'll probably switch over to some wet snow, but if it lightens up, it might go back to rain, so it could kind of go back and forth a little bit through the day. The storm is lacking some cold air, which is going to save lower elevations around Colorado Springs and Pueblo from the worst of the travel. As we move through 3 o'clock, the air will have cooled some, so I do think that snowfall elevations will have dropped a little bit, but the heaviest precipitation will begin to shift off to our north and east. Doesn't mean the snow will end here that early. We're still expecting plenty of it to be falling with wind blowing it around on the higher terrain around I-25, and that'll last for several more hours as we head into the evening. Overall accumulations of snow look to be heaviest on the higher terrain around the Pikes Peak region. And where you see the pink shading on the map, 5 to 10 inches or more is possible. And I think generally speaking, the heaviest amounts will be above 7,000 feet, so probably right across the top of County Line Road and into parts of Teller County. We could have some spots to pick up a foot if the snow lasts long enough, and it'll be hard to measure anyway because as the wind picks up, it's just going to drift it all over the place. In Colorado Springs proper, much less is expected just because it's kind of a warmer storm, and we'll get a little bit of that donut hole effect on the backside as that northerly wind starts to pick up. So probably something on the order of 1 to 3 inches with most of it on the grass. And the heaviest amounts probably near to the mountains and on the west side of town, but it's still plausible that under the heavier bands of snow, roadways around Colorado Springs could briefly become whitened and overcome. So bottom line, worst travel is going to be up across the Palmer Divide. Things will be plenty slick in Teller County. Your wind won't be quite as bad, and we'll have potential for some very poor visibility at times here through the day. So be real careful out there traveling. And I'm kind of guessing that with things going as they are, we'll probably have less people on the roads than we've had typically. Real quick look for Monument, the extended forecast. We're probably going to be pretty cold tomorrow with some low clouds around, maybe just a little bit of light snow. I don't think that that'll be significantly accumulating snow. And then Saturday, we should get some sun, at least for part of the day, though in the afternoon, the clouds will build, and late in the day, maybe we get some scattered snow showers. Then it looks like things start to warm up and dry out, but we're likely to be pretty windy on Monday and Tuesday. Hey, just a quick shout out to those of you that are out there working and trying to keep things going during this challenging time for everybody. We do appreciate your efforts. I know everybody who can get to a store and get themselves something to eat are pretty thankful right now. Everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching.